أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Peace and blessings be upon each and every one of you. My name is Amal, the poet Kassir, and I am coming to you from quarantine. I'm a part of an initiative called the Social Distancing Gala hosted by Baitulmaal. Baitulmaal is a nonprofit organization who, because of the COVID-19 crisis that's taking place in the world right now, they haven't been able to do their work the way that they typically would be able to. And now, more than ever, their work is especially important. So this is just a video to kind of revive our sense of duty, of partnership, of camaraderie, of charity, and to make sure that in these very difficult times for everyone, that we still maintain our focus and our groundedness, because subhanallah, there's a lot of suffering right now. My father sent me some of these videos that came out of Italy with hundreds of hospital beds full of people who are dying, you know? And it's crazy because there's so many memes right now around the entire world. And what makes this such a unique experience, this COVID-19 crisis, is the fact that every single country, every cultural group, every ethnic group, every racial group, every religious group is now sharing memes and sharing this story all over the world. So straight up, we are all in this together. And that's a unique experience because, you know, I'm from Syria, and the crisis in Syria, so many times I've met somebody who's never even heard of it once. You know, there's crises taking place in the central parts of Africa or south of the border in Venezuela or Brazil or something. There's situations with the Myanmar Muslims, with the people who are in the Uyghur camps right now that nobody's ever really heard of. But this, everyone's heard of it. Everyone's heard of it. And now we have an opportunity to bring that international awareness and to make sure we apply it to the different sectors of tragedy that have been taking place before this crisis became, I guess, mainstream. I read this thing. I've got my little laptop here. I read this thing on Instagram. It was just this little post that really moved me. It was by Mr. Rogers. And it said, "When I was a young boy and I would see scary things in the news, my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping.'" When I read this, a lot of different things came to my mind, but above all, it was comfort. It was comfort that no matter how obscene the atrocities in the world are, whether it's, you know, the corruption on Wall Street or sarin gas being dropped by the Assad regime, no matter what kind of calamities are taking place in the world, there is always someone working hard to ease the suffering of people, or to stop those in power from getting away from this type of behavior, to prevent further pain for generations to come. There's always somebody helping. And we're in a unique position right now because right now the helpers need help. Right now, organizations like Baitulmaal need our help in order for them to continue helping people. That's why I think donating to this cause, to this social distancing gala, it makes us a part of a monumental change, one that has a ripple effect that can reach so many corners of this globe. Good job, Mr. Rogers. Very enlightening, and Lord knows that we all need a little bit of help at this time. I'm thinking of Syria a lot during this difficulty. So my family lives in Denver, Colorado. And my family, my father has a restaurant, Damascus restaurant, right? And business is hurting. Everyone's business in America right now, in the world really, is hurting. And I think about how lucky we are to experience a fraction of what those who know suffering on a different level are experiencing. I think it is humbling for us to be in this position of quarantine, where we're stuck at home. Supplies are limited on the shelves. People are panicking in the streets. People are getting sick. People are afraid. People are genuinely afraid for their parents, for their children, for themselves. We're not able to go even out anymore socializing. It's a valuable experience. And I think that no matter how difficult these times are for us, this will ultimately lead to the improvement of humanity. This will lead to the betterment of our hearts. And this should be a time of self-reflection, if anything. Social distancing has brought us together in a way. We're all on the same meme game, as I said. All the world's headlines have the same words in it. We all know why everyone's wearing those masks. Airports are shutting down. Businesses are shutting down. Mosques, community spaces, universities, schools, malls, you name it. Everything's shutting down. So now, more than ever, is the time for us to open our hands in prayer, but also open our pockets to ensure that the helpers can still help, and to ensure that we are still contributing the best that we can to the world around us. May Allah keep everyone safe. May He protect the especially vulnerables, like those who are in prisons, those who are in refugee camps, those who are traveling on foot through countries to find safety. May Allah keep our parents and our elders all safe, Ameen. And may we continue to do our parts by staying inside, but also giving as much as we can to local businesses and nonprofit organizations who are doing very, very valuable work. I wrote some haikus. For those who don't know, a haiku is 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables again. A quick, short poem. I have 3 of them. The first: in you, I am looking to save all humanity by saving one life. Haiku number 2: the only thing left is what we leave each other. Fulfill your footsteps. And number 3: give, 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 give. For the sake of love, love, love. To give is to love. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you all. Donate to the link in my bio. We are counting on you to help the helpers. Let's all help this world. Salam.